in this book. Like there's just so much. There's just so much going on. I just like the amount that Iron Gold has going on. It's easy to follow all the plot lines. This one, it's the same amount of plot lines, but they're moving way faster, so it just feels like kind of a little bit more scattered. Um, and yeah, obviously that is just a problem with, my comprehension. But hey, if the shoe fits.
What?
Okay, now I'm gonna get into some spoilers. So if you haven't read this book, click off now. All right, now that they're gone, I have a problem with this book, and that is Lysander's POV. And I understand that he's supposed to be a like anti-hero. He's a villain. He's a villain. You're reading a villain's point of view, but it still pisses me off every time I flip the page and I have to see another chapter with Lysander at the top. It's like I don't want to. It's like almost forcing me to empathize with this guy. I hate it. And by the time of recording this, by the way, I've read Lightbringer already. I'm just late on my reviews, but like maybe that's playing a little bit into this. But I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Like I I at first thought he was a really good character, not in terms of his morality, but in terms of how he's written. I thought he was a well written character, but like I'm at the point now where he's so stupid. Like his whole thing, he's supposed to be smart, but he just sounds like an idiot to me. Like what is he taught? Everything he says like contradicts something that he says in Iron Gold. Like he's basically like slowly going back on all of the promises that he made to himself and like who he wanted to be. And he just had so many opportunities to like prove that he wanted to be that person, and he failed on every single one of them. It's like, why? This is just a bad character. He's basically just like a narcissistic little sociopath. And like, I don't know. I wanted him to be something more, to be honest. I wanted him to be like a character where he's bad, but you can sort of put him yourself in his shoes and see his perspective. He's not a villain as much as he is misunderstood. And I felt like that's kind of where we were going in Iron Gold. But by the end of this book, it's like, I, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? The highlight of this book for me by far was Ephraim's dynamic with Pax and Electra. Those three together are so fun to read. I thought their whole dynamic was really good. I thought Ephraim's death at the end was very well written. That one hit me pretty hard. So yeah, I would say that is a huge highlight. That was one of the plot lines that I was probably the most invested in, even more so than Darrow's or Lysander's. But overall, yeah, it was great. I gave it a 4 stars, and I will update you guys on Lightbringer next.